And we're there.
It's like,
After a
I'm just sitting here reading Reddit.
super awkward start.
There's a countdown. I'm just like, wait, what's going on? And this is my hey, if you're watching whatever. This is the Isles DND, I think episode 6.
I think so. Yes.
I want to say so. We've been going for a while. I am Nick, envious and the DM. So how have you guys been this week? Taylor, what you been up to?
Well, I know this is going to be a surprise, but a lot of work.
How was your 4th? Oh, shooting anything exciting on the 4th?
We made a cake that, like, when you cut it open, it has a little American flag. That was fun.
Did it have all 50 stars?
Yeah, and all
around?
13 stripes. And actually, we put the seal of, like, the Army, the Air Force, and the Marines on it as well. It was really complicated.
Yeah, but fuck the Coast Guard. You know?
Oh yeah, no, whatever.
Just don't have the other seals.
Lucas, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. I mean, it hasn't really been a full week since we played. I mean, if it had been a full week, trust me, I would have done a lot of really interesting stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. But so I was telling you guys, really excited about putting my computer together in a couple days, and you know, I've really just spent this entire time thinking about how I'm gonna make my character as annoying as possible to mess with Nick. So it's been fun.
That's what I look forward to, though. That's what I look forward to. Carlos, how have you been? How's your 4th?
Good. I got back to my dorm earlier this morning. I took a test today. Nick played some Overwatch with me. My roommate left the room a mess, and I'm just going to stay in this room right now. It's great.
Oh, was that guy Lucas? Was he...
Oh,
yeah, it was Lucas. It was Lucas. He left all his house hands out. I asked him to clean it before he left, and he didn't.
You know, I've literally never had Monster.
Jeff, how was your 4th? How have you been?
Busy. That's about it. Nothing really exciting. I got a new roommate. That's about it.
What?
Kendall moved in.
Ooh, nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right. Well, I'm very sunburnt from the 4th, and from I'm starting soccer.
Wait, how do you get sunburned from your computer screen?
Well, you see, I go up the stairs, walk
Installs
outside.
UV lights into his monitor.
It's called a Google tan.
Oh. It's like when it's dark in your room and you press and you like open up a really brightly themed website and it just like sears your eyeballs out.
Yeah.
The Space Jam website does that to me a lot. The original Space Jam website is still up.
I know, but just why is that's your go-to? Like?
Because I'm gonna come on and jam. Welcome to the slam.
Come on and jam.
Anyway,
Welcome
enough with introductions that don't ever go well. Alrighty. So where we left off last week, our misfits, the 4 of them, with the aid of a young rogue Dash, defeated this drow warrior, Liana Nerys, who was heading a drug smuggling operation in the city of Yolan. They found her under the city. From these old sewers, found a tunnel leading down into an ancient drow city. No, Jeff, we cannot. They found her in this ancient drow city with a, stalagmites built in. Just nothing's lived there for probably hundreds of years. Found this ancient temple that Nerys confronted them at. She claimed that her and her associates already had what they came for, and then Plyn insulted her, so she tried to kill Plyn and everyone. The Misfits heroically defeated her, handled it pretty well. They made their way. They looted her body quite thoroughly. They asked like 6 times to loot, continuously. They cut off her head.
Oh yeah, that was the best part.
Roswell and Dash did. Roswell went into the temple. They all went into the temple. Had some crazy things happen, resembling a night sky. Roswell had an alabaster mask that fit a statue that didn't quite belong in this actual temple, but some magic stuff happened. Roswell got a cool ass mask out of it. and also heard a voice in his head telling him to find the truth in the Isles of Ymdor. The guys went back up to the old sewers, found the drugs being moved out and destroyed, a lot of foodstuffs and ale and things being distributed throughout the city for you kind of feast to lighten the mood after this drug, the red moss, had kind of taken hold of the city and ruined some young people's lives. And trying to get the people of Yulon's minds off of kidnappings and drugs and war from a year ago. Our adventurers partied, some gambled, some met some lovely gnomish ladies, and then didn't sleep with them. They did some shopping and things, and then made their way to the City Watch HQ the next day to meet up with Liam and head to a meeting with the king, Liam's father, Caldric. They also went into their old friend Scrax the Goblin, who is now working for the City Watch, apparently. And they just made their way up through the Merchant's Court, the Merchant Row, the High Rise, this more noble area of the city, into the Clifftop Keep. They've just led by Liam through the keep into a council room where you guys see a man, Caldric, the king, who's definitely seen battle. His gray hair is pulled back. You see battle scars. He has a slightly receding hairline, and he's dressed head to toe in black and brown leather. To his right, you see a striking resemblance of him, who Kievak you recognize as Prince Aaron, heir to the throne. Where Liam is dark hair, dark eyes. Aaron is the opposite with blonde hair, lighter eyes, and clearly takes after his father. To the left of the king, you see a larger, rounder, short man. Again, Kievak, being a noble, knows a little bit of the lay of the land in this area and knows this to be Duke Rolaned. He's about the same age as Caldric. You also notice that Caldric is rather simple, being dressed just in leather. No jewelry per se, other than just one iron signet ring on his finger. You all walk in, and Caldric looks up, sees you all. He's bent over a map of the Isles, and he nods to his son Liam. He looks at you all, and he just says, "I've heard a lot about you all from Liam, and I appreciate what you've all done for this city. But I don't quite think things are over, and that's why you've been called here today. If you all could maybe give me an account of what's been happening with you all. I've only heard from Liam about your time being kidnapped and your escape. If it would do well for me to hear it firsthand."
Well, obviously we're the best people for the job, first of all, because we have first-hand encounters with everything. We're very well practiced, and we have been blessed by those who actually control our fate.
Okay.
And we have strongest being. We have strongest being right here.
Good.
We stopped the drug trade. That's what matters.
Yes, and I thank you for that. Now, I trust my son, the Commander Liam, and he is quite skilled, and he does trust people a little too easy sometimes, it seems like. Now that he has made friends with the young thief and now employs what I hear to be a goblin you all rescued or fought.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, except captive.
Strax nobly freed himself of his criminal ways. He repented. And,
Yes, and I'm sure, but
and he deserves a place in the royal court. No, I'm kidding.
he has a slight chuckle at that and just kind of rolls his eyes, and he goes on. So while Liam does trust you, and I trust his judgment, before I can really trust you with some things about the kingdom and where things are, Who are you guys? What? Why have you?
I'll step forward, stick my
Why-
hand out, and say, "Plin the Great."
He
Kiovac Polkar.
he stands up and leans over and shakes your hand, nods to you, Kievac. He takes a minute and looks at you, Kievac, and goes, "You're from the Polgar clan, I assume."
Yes.
I actually knew who I think I knew your father when we were younger, but it's been ages since I've seen him. Tell him
He has grown fat too. Don't worry.
he laughs. It just kind of like shakes his head. I've heard about some of you and what you've done, but I guess the question I'm getting at is, why have you seen fit to help Liam out? And is it just the gold, or?
Oh no, he appointed me a detective.
I come for knowledge. I have big brain.
I can see that. You also look to seem to have a rather large demeanor about you.
Thank you. I think
What
it's
about
pretty
you?
close.
Oh yeah. What about you? What was and he looks over at Aaron, who's like Lariac, like behind his hand. You Watergrassi Lariac. What is your tale? For you?
I woke up with all of my friends here and didn't know them at the time, but more or less I'm just a wandering druid that feels like there's something I need to do. I'm not really sure yet.
That's commendable. And you, strange one, claiming that the fates are all known already, and that you are best fit for some job. What is your story?
I'm here because I know the truth and I seek to also know more of it. That might not make sense, but that's because I'm not very good at talking pretty. I have a rather
Can I slowly
otherworldly
lift
charm
my hand
about
over his
me.
mouth?
You talk very pretty.
So Flynn starts to reach up and like kind of stands on his tiptoes and covers your mouth.
I wave my arms for intimidation, so
And
that
you
way I
get-
look powerful and big.
Liam also standing next to you just kind of like puts his hand up and just lowers your hands. But you get the idea that like Kuldrick is, while king, he is not above the people, and he is just trying to like hear things from your side. Moving on, he points back to kind of like gestures to this map that's opened up on the table of the Isles, and he goes on. The Isles have been at peace for more than 2 generations. Occasionally, the twins go to war over some trade route or another. But a year or so ago, old King Leopold of Yimdor goes around mindlessly waging war, attacking major defensible cities such as Yolan, ones where across the Isles he had no hope of truly making an impact, while also fighting all the others. But apart from that, he was also pillaging and destroying villages on the smaller islands. Luckily, his brother, who reigns now, supposedly deposed him and took care of things in that end. But with light of what's been going on with these drugs, with this infiltration of my city, this red moss, and this news of a drow city underneath being excavated and explored by drow from not around here, it is quite startling and leaves many questions unanswered. Luckily, I think the feast yesterday helped ease the public's mind, but it doesn't take away from a war that's only a year past, leaving many young men gone, kidnappings, which you've been a part of, this drow city and all these drugs. It's all been much with a lot of unanswered questions. Now, for things, forgive me, this is hard to speak to members not of the court, not of the city council, but I do trust Liam, and I believe he told you a little bit of this already. But the war would have gone a lot better if it wasn't for my once loyal and best friend, Nurgen. We discovered him to be sending letters out of the city, presumably to Leopold or some member of the court of Yimmeldor. When he was discovered, he claimed madness, but it was just hard to see someone I once trusted with my life, even going back to being a kid, betraying me like that, betraying his city, his kingdom. I believe Liam told you a little bit that we did put a bounty out, but I think things have gone a little too far. We have received word from our lovely dwarf friend Dolgan down at the Red Crown. I believe you've met him. He overheard some of Nurgen's old squad, some of his pathfinders, speaking that Nurgen, in his last days of madness here in the city before escaping, mentioned the Irlam Caverns behind these cliffs that this keep rests upon. It may seem like a bit much after all you've already done, but I ask that, one, maybe for gold, but two, so that I may better gain your trust and maybe have some questions answered. I ask that you do seek this out. You seek out these caverns and you maybe find some of the truth behind what's happened with Nurgen. I know others, even in this room, may not understand, but I grew up with that man, that friend, that boy, and I can't believe this to all be true. If you would do this for me, I would trust you greatly.
I heard the word "the truth," so I'm all ready to go.
He nods.
The truth.
Saddling up and
He nods to you, and you're like already like turning for the door. He goes on. After you may have found more truths about Nurgen, I'd appreciate hearing what you find out. But beware, the Irlam Caverns are not something often explored. Obviously, we are unsure of everything below this city and in these cliffs.
I would like to say to the king, I would like to gain your trust so that in the future you might trust me on things that might seem unbelievable.
He's also invisible while he says this.
His voice comes out of nowhere. There's just an empty seat. No, he looks very seriously at Lariak, and he agrees that it's not just that he wants to trust you, but he wants you all to trust him.
Pragmatically, I would like to ask him that for climbing gear, if we're going to explore some caverns and cliffs, and a map.
Yeah. So he nods. He gives a short nod. Looks to Aaron, the prince, who actually has some gear ready. Just rations, some rope, and climbing stuff, and a small map of where to go for the entrance to these to the Irlam Caverns. He also looks to you all and just says, "Now, I do have business to attend to, but Liam should be able to answer any questions you may have, and I hope to see you again with."
Can we ask him before we go if there's any other things he can do that might help us on this adventure? Like access to anything or supplies, things along those lines? Like health potions? Just general, you get where I'm going.
Yes. And this student says, yes, we did. I mean, the initial news that he might have headed to the Irlam Caverns comes from Golgan down at the Red Crown. You may be able to speak more directly with him, maybe glean some extra information from him. After you return, maybe we can speak more about what you've seen, what is going on here, and what steps this kingdom, myself, Liam, Aaron, what you all might want to do afterwards.
Some people use the word preparation, but I like to think of it as more of just a waste of time. So we should go as fast as possible to get this settled.
I want to go shake the royal court's hands, or whoever is like. In
Yeah.
just
The royal
So
court.
you look see Roswell just goes, then make with haste. And Flynn walks up to this short, stubby, fat man, the Duke of the city, and he shakes your hand. You like scoot behind that chair, go around, reshake the king's hand, scoot around him, like underneath him, shake the prince's hand, and you skirt back around the other side of the table. Meanwhile, grabbing the stuff from Aaron, you grab the map. You see that it's actually very close to the city, maybe only a few hours away. Basically, just going out of the city and back around these cliffs. So you see that. You make your way.
I think the king first hospitality before we leave, by the way.
Yes.
Probably
There
one
comes
of
a
the
time
nicest
when
cakes I've experienced.
there comes a time when you can return. You return home. Please wish your father well for me, and let me know how things are going with the Polgar clan.
So
And he says this with an intense amount of sincerity. It seems like. So
they've got the map all laid out on the table, right? The map of the Isles.
which is what you're seeing now on both.
Okay,
It
yeah.
was made by someone really cool.
Yes.
I just
Huge shout out to Taylor Gorder, the creator of Our Wonderful World of Terrestrial, where
No, in game. Who made it in game?
Oh, who made it in game?
Yeah.
Rolyat Redrog, the cartographer, the royal cartographer for Yalon.
Oh.
so I was
There you
gonna
Why
just
do you
kind of
make it?
gesture, put for consideration out to the room that Bizarre looks kind of like a dick.
Is there a reason?
I believe that's
Wait, you say that? You say that in game?
yeah, of course.
Like you just come up and like make one circle with a finger,
You
another
start
circle with a
listing
finger,
as
and
dick.
you just go. That's definitely a dick. And
Where's the Polkar clan from? I don't see it.
Roland just takes like bursting laughing out of his big gut, and the others chuckle along.
Did you see where
Just
I
kind of
pinned
nod.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, got it.
Did you? Where did you ping? Sorry.
Right there. That's where I'm from.
Yeah. Up in the north. You're up more in the colder lands where the
The
It's
hinterland.
really more east of what we're looking at, but yeah.
Also,
Why am I
not
not on map?
I want to go to the
Cartographer
Rock of
did not put Polkar on map.
All right. So you guys make your way out of the council room. Liam kind of laughs to himself and then says, "Well, you all do keep it interesting, I'd say, but I think that went rather well." And he leads you out of the keep, back down. The
I just lost
City
audio
Watch
for a
agents.
second.
good check.
Yeah,
Good.
we're good. I haven't dropped any frames or anything. Just what did you
Oh.
just say?
So like, you just make your way back to the City Watch HQ. Outside, he nods to you and says, "If you have any questions, please come talk to me. I hope you remember the way to the Red Crown if you have questions for Dolgan, but please do make haste. And I hate seeing my father worry about such things, especially Nurjan." And he walks back inside, and as the door opens, you catch a glimpse of Scrax like leaning over the table and waving furiously out the door as it closes.
We wave back.
So this seems like a good moment to throw in there that we did a bunch of shopping off stream. So just a quick run through of what we got, so that you're not like, "Whoa, where did you get that?" I got a battle axe, and I changed out that big shield that I picked up last time for a smaller, more gnomishly sized shield. And I picked up some head wax at the salon and spa that the guy in the Thieves Guild told me about. Lyrac, did you buy anything?
No, I didn't have any time.
Okay, Kiovac, did you buy anything?
I got a lamp
You got a lamp. Roswell, did
and a
you buy
hunting
anything?
trap.
Just the hearts and souls of our loving audience.
That's
And my heart.
All right. Sorry, just trying to keep everyone who's watching in the loop.
I was actually perfect. All right, so now you're all outside the City Watch. You have stuff you can do.
Well, let's do that stuff then.
We did it.
Did it
Stuff was done.
I'm gonna
In the
roll
words-
to do stuff actually.
In the words of Roswell last week, I do the thing.
Uh-oh. Nick, you don't do this.
Roswell's just standing there, has a coughing fit, falls over, hits his head, and stands back up.
That seems fair. I deserve that.
Well, I think you're spending too much time in the mask.
So, I kind of want to like hold up this map and kind of like turn it around and like find its correct orientation. And
Yeah,
be like,
it takes like 2 whole minutes of you like holding it one way, moving it the other way. You kind of like twist yourself.
Wait, we're gonna need a boat.
After 3 minutes, you very confidently hold it diagonally and go, "No, that's it."
Does anyone have a compass? This map didn't come with one. I don't know.
I look at the stars and tell him what direction.
Daytime.
It is like four.
Trust
4
me.
minutes.
You look at the
I
sun.
still look at the
and-
stars
He
and
looks,
drive.
he looks at the sun and goes.
I stare directly at the sun.
But I mean, you do, being springtime and closing on summer.
And it's
Oh,
4
you're way
p.m. You
around
can
with
throw
the
towards
sun.
west.
Yes, it is. So he points west.
I am a very talented young man. Thank you.
He points west.
All right.
This after Roswell falls, hits his head, gets back up, and just goes that way.
It's west.
All right. Let's head to the caverns.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
look at the caverns.
you guys going straight to the caverns? Yes.
Yes.
The last
Oh,
cavern
I don't
I
think we
explored
need to
were
do anything
plains
else.
bombs.
Oh, also, now I have a portable keg that I am brewing my own home brew in as we travel.
Even your character is a hipster, Taylor.
I know. I know.
Lynn's just trying to do everything. Like, got the head wax, got
Yeah,
the peg.
he's got the mustache styling gel. Yeah.
All right, so looking at this map, I'm just gonna ping the direction that's in. I think so. It's just off to the east, like behind all those hills, and back in that way. You sit out. By the time you get out of the city and through the gate and everything, it's about 5. The sun's still fairly high in the sky. A few hours left of daylight. You travel with what's left of the daylight through still some pasture lands, but start to make your way up a little bit, following the map pretty well. Up these cliffs, occasionally time to stop and check the map, check your bearings. Roswell points again to the sun and goes, "That's west." And you keep making your way. Before long, you find a large cavern entrance, which you presume to be the entrance to Elam Caverns. Everyone roll survival. Let's do that.
Ooh.
He survived.
So if I'm proficient in survival, what does that give me?
Plot your proficiency bonus.
That's whatever the
Oh, nice. So that's
You
really good.
you get +6, I mean.
That sucks.
We're not
Yeah.
very good at surviving, are we?
Yeah, pretty poor rolls across the board.
All right. Well, we've been walking for a while. I'm pretty tired. All right.
I'm still blinded by the
What's
sun.
your excuse? Oh yeah, that's probably good.
So you walk up. The sun's getting low now, being a few hours of travel away. The sun's beginning to set. You walk up to the entrance to these caverns, and you look around. Lariak, you notice where some footfalls may have been recently, within even the day. Some marks of multiple footsteps, not just one, but maybe a small party heading into the caverns.
Okay. Sorry, the dogs are being annoying.
You take that back. All puppers are pure and perfect.
Hey, what's a puppy?
They were just sitting next to the door and just rattling
Tidy
their collars.
doggo.
What's a doggo?
Big old pupper.
I hate both of you.
So, what do you do? What are y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna take
Which way are the feet going? Did you say?
And there's you take another minute to look, and you notice
And how many sets?
at least 2, maybe more sets of footsteps heading in, but nothing coming out.
Out of just a cave or the caverns that we're trying to get to?
Into this cave entrance.
See, I figure we have two options here. We can follow defeat, or we can follow victory. Now, I say we follow victory.
Who's victory?
And I walk another direction that the feet are not heading in, very proud of myself for my clever wordplay.
Can I like grab?
Where's
can I like,
Victor?
grab his collar to hold him back?
And you could jump and like grab his collar and
Or
try
like,
to pull him
I don't know,
down.
like his like pant, his like waist.
Roll
or
against
something.
me, bro. Roll against me.
We'll make it a grapple check.
Good.
What army are we gonna have victory against? I don't see them.
What?
Okay. Get
You,
on
like,
my
You
level.
jump up to try to get it, and also just turns around and smacks you back down very light, almost catching you and setting you back down, and just keeps walking very proudly off in the other distance.
All right, so
This is what I'm wasting my 20s on.
so we're going in the cave, right? And I turn to Keovac and Lariak.
I'm down with going into the cave. Yes.
Hold on, I'm laying down.
Kievac starts laying down.
Me IRL.
I'm gonna go sit on his belly.
Oh, I really need to eat more food.
Come
I
on,
open
buddy,
up
we're
some
putting you on a
rations to
diet.
eat.
And I'll tap him on the chest.
No.
Don't think of it as a diet. Think of it as preparing yourself for examination when you finally get taken by the others.
Luke, you're not back already. You got them wrong.
I'm shouting.
Sorry if this is loud, guys.
Right. Feed those doggers.
Those big old puffos.
Doggos.
Puffos.
So now we have Roswell walking away still, Kievac laying down with the plate on his stomach, and Lariak just like looking into the cave like, are we not gonna follow?
Yeah, I'll take a couple steps into the cave, very, cautiously.
I'm gonna send
So-
my familiar into the cave before I go in.
You're not going.
So Roswell
you're
turns
walking
around
away.
here.
Well, now he comes. So Roswell makes his
I
way
give
back.
up on my charade.
He begrudgingly comes back.
You better
sends
bring
us
back victory.
I make a silent image of the word victory and I carry it with me.
So you all
victory.
you make your way into this cave entrance. Not unlike stone is very similar to the stone you saw down in the Drow City. Not quite as old, but the same texture and roughness. Again, you see these footsteps leading in, and you make your way, and the path begins to lead down. You occasionally stop to climb down small bits of rock, make your way. The cavern's staying pretty narrow, not really having very many offshoots, just leading deeper and farther down into the caverns. And you see this. You walk up into a small opening area. You hear the rush of water, and you see three humanoid figures. With the light from your lamp, it's hard to tell anything about them, except that they do seem to be motionless.
Should have prepared my other spell.
I want to draw my battle axe and shield.
You do so.
If I've learned anything from Doctor Who, we have to keep looking at them. Whatever the in-universe version of Doctor Who is, I feel like Roswell would be a fan.
So those
It's
three
Roswell-
little skeleton-looking
Professor
things are
what?
the audacious laying there.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, those are they're all just standing there, motionless.
Much
And
better
Roswell-
drawing.
Roswell's
time,
like-
Nick.
Oswald's just like wide open. I'm
gonna take
don't blink. Look at him.
I'm gonna take like a couple hesitant steps towards the one closest to us with my shield, like as protective as it can be, and make a little bit of noise to see if they react to anything.
No movement.
Maybe like tap my shield with my thing. Okay, then I'll walk up and I'll give it like a tap with my axe, not like a damaging thing, but just kind of like a poke.
The figure kind of sways with the motion, like knocked onto one foot and back down, still motionless.
I'll,
And it
I
appears to be made of rock
Ooh, rock.
or stone.
I'll turn around to the other
That's
guys
how they
and tell
get
them,
We watch as he turns around.
Flynn turns around and just relays this information.
Do they have any like
Professor,
weapons or
what?
anything, or are their weapons made of stone as well?
The
First, are
weapons
all three
are-
of them the same? Like, are they all made of stone?
Yeah, they're all. Notice them now all actually. Excuse me for a second. When you made your way up closer, and you noticed it and you rocked it, you actually saw a bit of that close one's face, and you recognize its features of actually being drow. The weapons, each of them holding a sword and a shield, not stone, but firmly grasped in their hand.
Firmly grasp it.
Which way are they
I'm
facing?
so sorry.
They're all facing in. They're all still facing into the caverns.
Which direction?
Where's the Medusa?
Northeast.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill us.
Could be a basilisk.
Yeah, same.
Wait, I probably wouldn't know that if I wasn't DMing the campaign.
Just
I think I've heard about this in in a story before.
so as you're all sitting there discussing this, looking around, you do actually start to hear some rock moving up ahead and to the right.
Is the rock the people? The rock people are the rock
No.
people? Are they
Rock
doing the
people-
moving?
No, they're still motionless.
Anyway,
I haven't blinked in like 2 minutes, and
Um,
I'm crying everywhere.
do I know, like, just because of my rock gnome-ness, do I know anything in particular about this?
Roll nature.
Okay. If we can make it a history check, I get double proficiency.
Do you want to read the Do you want to know the history of these rocks or how they were?
Spoiler: the rocks are exactly as old as everything else in the universe.
These are some drow that look like stone now.
10 out of
Sadly,
10.
nothing. Sadly, in the moment, nothing's coming to mind.
Okay.
You still do hear water rushing up ahead and what might be a little bit of movement.
I'll motion to the group to follow me, and I'll start walking towards Hyar.
Yeah, so you guys can
select
start.
his character and activate the follow action.
/follow.
Press
Yeah.
F.
So now I gotta remember how to reveal fog.
You click the eyeball, and then you click and drag.
As you make your way, more of the cavern begins to open up, and from the right,
Hairy balls.
coming out of
There's a
Yes.
vagina.
It's a pupper.
you see some water coming out of the rocks to the left, flowing to the right, and going down a small waterfall down further into the caverns. To your right, the movement that you had heard now merges, and you see a underground creature on many legs stepping out from a tunnel in the side of the cavern. At the same time, on your left, you notice and hear more sounds as one of these creatures comes out of the cavern wall.
Puppers.
I wonder if
Two
we're
puppers.
friendly.
Roll initiative!
Let's go.
Can do.
I think they're friendly. I'm gonna try to make them friendly.
I almost got speak with animals. So close.
Should I
I
waste my third level spell?
don't think I
slot
have
on this?
anything. Oh, I need to roll my initiative. Duh.
Let's start with, what was the first one there?
12.
The 4?
12.
Kivak, was the 4 yours?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or initiative?
Yes. That's my initiative.
Mine was the 6.
Okay.
That 18 though, hype.
Alright, good job, Luke. I wanted to go last anyway.
Again, my favorite part is determining initiative and going through. Alright, so Roswell up first, followed by the Plin.
Oh.
lovely creatures are in there somewhere. Followed by Lariac.
Oh God, this thing is.
Yeah.
You must have rolled a 1, Nick.
Me?
Did you say this thing was after us?
It's after the first two.
Oh, okay.
Roswell, what you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna try to see
Actually,
if this one over here on the right can understand languages by trying to telepathically communicate with it and saying things like, "Oh, good pupper. Oh, who's a good boy?"
no response. Does not appear to be intelligent.
Well, then the only other option is that it's an alien coming to survey us but doesn't understand our language or any language, so I'm going to willingly give it my body. So I'm basically going to walk towards it and stand there doing nothing.
You can move your token, you know.
This is about as far as I can go, but I'm going to go there. And I'm
Alright.
going to smile and hold my arms out in a very symbolic pose that would make a film director proud.
Right. So you go in Titanic that shit alone.
Yeah.
Walking towards this thing. Plyn, what are you doing? Holding your battle axe in one hand and your shield in the other.
So I see Roswell doing this, right?
Yes.
Can I grapple
Doing it good.
him?
You want to grapple
80%
Roswell?
of our
while-
interactions is grappling each other.
Well, I don't want him to go just like commit suicide.
I think
say
they're
he-
friendly.
Seeing
He
this,
was
Flynn
like-
would think that you're possessed or something.
That's
So
fair.
Flint, roll athletics. You're gonna come up and try to grapple him and pull him back, I guess. Roswell, do you resist?
Yeah.
Roll athletics.
Boom.
Yeah. So you're gonna try to pull him back, but he kind of just shakes his like being bigger, just kind of like steps around and just keeps shaking his
I'm
hands. and
doing
holding them
something
out.
important here. Get off.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, how far is that distance?
That was 15 feet, I believe.
Okay, so I can get 10. Nothing really I can do at 10 feet. I'll get in his way. Get like here.
Rude.
Alright, so now you're between this creature and Roswell. So it
I'm
is
trying
now
to get you to hold your hands up too.
it is now these creatures' turns. The one closest to you, Flynn. Is just going to come up straight at you, Flynn, and is going to make a bite attack.
I'm about to eat 20 fish sticks.
16.
No.
So after it shakes off some of the rocks from the tunnel it was just in, sees this confrontation and just charges at you, Flynn, trying to come in and bite, and you bash its mouth away with your shield. The other one is just going to move there. And that's it for that turn. We can't move very far. Lariac.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I was getting my 20 fish sticks.
20? Holy fuck.
Yeah, Amber
Come on,
is
look
gone
at like a
tonight.
king.
Thank you. I gotta
I'm
make
not
dinner
over there
for myself.
parking. Jeez.
Alrighty, so did you?
Oh,
okay.
Lariac. At the beginning of your turn,
Roll what?
roll a Constitution saving throw.
Dear Lord. Let me pull up Constitution saving throw, so I get +3. Oh, I put an I in it. Give me a second. That's all I'd get, right? Constitution. I wouldn't get my proficiency bonus.
Unless you're proficient in that
Unless you're
saving
proficient
throw.
with the saving throw.
No, I'm proficient in intelligence and wisdom, apparently.
So you're standing there, you glance over your shoulders, see the eyes of this creature behind you. Your body begins to slow down, but you shrug it off.
Yeah. I'm gonna move. Hold on, let me make sure I got the distance right.
Well, there's some basilisks. I wanted them to be aliens.
They might be.
Still thinks they're aliens.
Oh, yes. Well, I don't know. I'm a little suspicious now that they're attacking us.
Okay, so I move there, and I'm going to. Actually, can I change that, Nick?
They're not attacking you.
Yeah, just go ahead.
They just trying to turn to stone.
Move right here,
Okay.
and I am going to ice knife this bad boy.
Roll to hit a roo.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
You
since
can
my
change
proficiency
that.
bonus, I did not.
Yeah, so that'll now be, and you also have the wisdom increase, so it's +6.
Yeah, need to
Just
change
be plus
that.
6. So for that, that'll be 15 to hit. That does hit. So you shrug off this feeling, take a few steps away, turn around, and throw an ice knife, conjuring this. It does embed itself behind one of its legs, doing some damage. And what is your DC? It'd be 8 plus 6, so 14. It fails that, so it takes 4 points of piercing damage as it embeds itself behind its leg and then explodes, ripping some of the tendons in that arm, in that leg.
Yeah.
That's the goods.
Dun, 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 dun. Math. Alrighty, Kiavak, you are up.
All right, I'm going to do
Enjoy that light for a little
suggestion
bit.
on Roswell.
Okay, let's go. Roll against me. Let's go.
No. I don't know
it's
what
a-
you roll, but first.
Yeah.
So, Roswell,
what is
here's
the
an
sentence?
idea. Why don't you attack these weird cave creatures and help your friends?
Okay, what do I have to roll?
And I point at the cave creature when I say it. And you have to roll a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Yep. Wisdom.
Might be proficient in that. Let's see.
Pretty sure you are.
I am. I get a +3. Ooh. See how this goes.
All of your good
Well,
rolls are
this-
against
this-
players.
This asshole friend of yours is telling you to attack this beautiful, majestic alien. And. Oh well. Do you. Oh, Kiavak, you also make a Constitution saving throw. I need to be more on top of that.
That's my.
Such an ass, Roswell.
I do.
Ooh.
Am I stoned? Oh, that's a 19. God,
That's a critical
Can't do
failure.
It is.
All right. So as you're standing there, you just get the suggestion, and before your body stiffens, and you are restrained.
Restrained or paralyzed?
Restrained.
It makes sense that they want us to not hurt our own bodies, so that way they're easier to dissect later.
I'm done messing with it.
So Roswell also make a Constitution saving throw, since you can see this creature.
Do I have to resist it?
Uh,
I guess it's my constitution. It's my body.
yes,
Yeah.
you do have to. It's forcing you to make this save.
Okay.
It'd be doing me a favor if he fails.
You two also begin. You look dead in the eyes of this creature and begin to slow down.
Okay. Is this my turn still?
Yes, you are just
Okay.
restrained.
The idea of looking this thing in the eyes and feeling weird suddenly reminds me that I still have these statues behind me. So, I attempt to do my best to swivel, and I figure if I'm going to be stuck in a position, I might as well be stuck looking at these stone creatures just to be safe.
So you avert your gaze from this creature and you turn and you look at these statues.
Yeah, of course.
Do you what? Are you going to take an action this turn?
Against See, I was gonna cast Blink, but then I decided, nah, not safe against these things. I'm good. I'm just gonna focus all of my intent on staring these things down. Make sure.
You're staring at the statues, yes?
Yes, the statues.
Okay. Flynn.
I will close my eyes.
Thank you.
And I will.
Flynn averts his gaze.
And I will swing blindly at this thing, which I understand gives me disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes.
So this is. Oh, what? I messed up the macro, which means I will roll. I get plus that. That's the first roll, which fails, so I just have to roll again to see if I critically fail.
If y'all made macros for your different abilities and checks and stuff, don't forget to update them when you level up.
Yeah, I have been.
Yeah,
so this is attack number 2, because I get extra attack at level 5. And then this is the second roll with disadvantage on attack number 2.
I can give you the 15.
I have 15.
He's good.
So you holding the shield, you close your eyes, you swing, it scrapes off the top of the scales, this thing. Now, having a sense of awareness, you come back around, coming the other way, and smash straight down into its back. Roll damage.
Oh, whoops.
Whoa! This dragon shows up and you just cut off its head.
Critical success.
Just...
And I will also use a superiority die. No, I won't. Never mind. I'm not doing it.
Okay. So you come down, you make a decent sized, about an inch gash past the scales down into the meat of this creature, this basilisk, giving it some good hurt into it. Being their turn now, that same one that attacked you as before is going to try to just go ahead and bite you again with a 10, which I believe misses.
Advantage, because I'm blind, right?
Oh!
Or is that just... Well, it is armor.
He does have disadvantage, because I think you're technically blinded.
Yeah.
Since you're averting your gaze, so... Yes. But he fucking sucks. The other one is going to... I have to measure because these things can't move fast. The other is going to move towards Lariak and also make a bite attack against this restrained fella with advantage.
Is Lariak restrained, or was only me and Flynn restrained?
I'm not
Lariak and Roswell are both restrained. Right? Or did...
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
because
I was.
I'm restrained.
Oh, Kiovac, Lariak succeeded.
Lariak was not. Lariak succeeded, that's right. Sorry, I'll re-roll that. Yeah, so does a 12 hit Lariak?
Nope, sorry.
Nope. Oh yeah, because you have 13 now because you're awesome ring. Yep. So this other one comes out, you Lariak, and you nimbly dodge out of the way. It scrapes across some armor on your leg off the leather and misses with its bite. And it is now Lariak's turn. You are still restrained. Which means you cannot move, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
I'm restrained?
He wasn't restrained before.
No, he's not. God. Kievak's restrained.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
I'm going to cast Flame Sword, I believe is what it's called.
I believe so.
Give me a second.
Man, being lost is actually bad.
Flame Blade. One bonus action.
So, and I'm going to use it as
Are you looking
a
at the
level... What?
It doesn't matter. Do what you want. Sorry.
I'm going to cast it as a level 3 spell. Oh, wait, hold on one second.
No, I didn't want to do anything extra.
Yeah, it has to be above a level 4.
So you just cast it at second level then?
Um,
Unless you wanted to use a third level slot for nothing.
no, I'm going to do something instead of that, sorry. I'm going to do a transform into a brown bear.
Nice.
You do this, and what are you going to do as your brown bear? You're going to make your lovely attacks?
Yeah, my multi-attacks.
Go for it.
So,
I believe it's
Oh,
plus
nice.
5.
Yeah, +5.
Hit. Just a straight roll.
Oh, that sucks.
That is the bite. Your bite comes down, and you hit a hard part of its scales and pull away nothing.
That one hit.
Seeing this, you come in, you swipe underneath the leg where you hit with the ice knife, reaching into the underbelly and doing some damage. Roll your damage. Ooh! Getting a nice chunk of this leg where you already hit with your ice knife. You can even feel the cold left over from the ice knife as you rip through, pulling even more of this leg off of this.
That was a claw. That was not a nice knife.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying from earlier you felt the cold from the ice knife.
Oh, gotcha.
Flavoring things, guys. Kievek,
Gotcha.
your turn.
Fog cloud.
You are restrained, and you create a fog cloud. Where are you placing this fog cloud?
Right on top of me. So just
So we go.
range is 20-foot radius
20-foot radius.
around me.
Boom.
That's it. I'm done.
Oh no.
Roll another Constitution saving throw.
But it can't see me. Oh.
You still, and with that, you barely move around. Get this fog cloud rolled out as you feel the movement come back to your joints, and you can move around freely in this cloud of fog.
I would like for it to be known that I got a nat 1 than a nat 20.
This is true. We are back up to Roswell.
Okay.
We're still restrained.
Oh, I'm terrified
And-
now because I can no longer see these things, can I?
Nope. If you stepped back, you could see one, but you're like these statues you were staring at are now just gone in this fog.
This dense fog.
So, in a stroke of genius, I decided to have my familiar patrol between the three and constantly try to get as closest to them as they can to make sure they're not moving. So that way I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I have the sudden realization that these creatures attacked some of my friends, which normally I wouldn't care about. They're just kind of people to me. But they attacked in such a way that could have damaged the bodies, meaning that they would not have been as useful for inspection and gathering of data, meaning these things can't, of course, be aliens, because the aliens want to keep us intact. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to kill them. I'm gonna take a step to the right, and I am going to... Nice. And I'm going to attack this puppy right here.
With
Eldritch Blast.
make an attack with disadvantage. Actually, no, you can't move. You are restrained. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, am I still restrained? Oops.
Yes.
And blinded.
And also blind.
So I don't do anything. That 26 was no use.
Sorry.
You can roll your con save.
Yeah, I'll roll a save.
Yep. So end of your turn, you now roll your Constitution save again. And with that, Roswell, who had had his arms out, stared back into all these statues. His body stops moving and turns to stone.
I'm down with this. It's a cool pose. That's all I wanted.
Plin, you're up.
Time to clobber this thing's face in.
Are you still averting your gaze?
Yes, but why is my macro not working?
Don't know.
I did it right. Oh, I did a space.
Man, trust me, space is cool.
Nope. Okay. So
Don't care
Tabs are
about
better
that
than
space.
space.
just gonna type it. This is for attack number 1 to make sure I don't critically fail. Okay, this is gonna be.
So your first attack again, scraping the top of the armor. Not quite sure if it's moved left or right.
That's attack number 2 with an 11.
You find purchase where you had hit before, but it doesn't sink deep at all. And you pull out your blade with nothing new damage happening. Again, that one next to you, Plyn, is going to make a wonderful bite against you. And it has advantage. Rolled a 9 both times, so a 14 misses. The other one on Lariak, actually getting swiped by this bear, seeing this humanoid figure then turn into a bear, is going to be enraged and also try to attack this lovely bear, which it can't see. Does an 18 hit bear form?
I believe so. I'm looking right now.
I think so, yeah.
I've got it on the wrong
see.
window. Sorry. It is 11. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you
Do I get the bonuses from my ring? Would it be like 12 since I have my ring?
I'd say yes, because that is a magical kind of AC.
Sweet.
Because
So it's 12.
I'd say so. So 12, it does hit. It comes in, it bites down deep into your shoulder, and you take 11 points of piercing damage plus 8 points of poison damage, so 19 total.
So I have 15 left.
Si, senor. There, yeah, you are now up.
Give me a second, sorry. My thing is... Okay, I am going to go ahead and attack that bad boy.
Right, roll your first hit. You're both blinded, so it's just a straight roll. I might have fucked that up earlier, but your bite does hit. Roll damage.
1d8 plus 4.
Roll 11. All right, roll for your claw attack.
I did 19.
That also hits. So as this bear form, you just take this big hit, feel a lot of this damage, and you come in swinging hard for 23 amazing bear points of damage as I reach down to grab my pencil. And
Bear
this basilisk
points.
that you're fighting, and you single-handedly are just mauling this basilisk, it's looking very worse for wear. Kievak.
I can move now, right?
Yes, you are no longer restrained, and you can't see them, so you're good.
This is on me. Oh god. I wanted to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right over there, but I want to keep this fog cloud where it was.
Yeah. You could just move you, and I'll... It was like that?
Yep.
Close enough? Then what?
5, 6. All right, what's this way?
Are you just looking around?
Yep.
Yeah. You see across this river, and you can see down now where the water lands, down below about 30 feet.
All right.
Anything else?
That's it. Just exploration.
Alrighty. Plyn would be Roswell, but that's no fun. Plyn, you're up.
Does he not get to check if he's restrained still? Or if he can break free?
I'm stoned.
He is petrified.
Oh, shit. Yeah, alright. I trust my constitution, so I'm just gonna open my eyes and swing.
Alright, so you open up. No longer fearing this thing, you want to come in hard. Roll your first attack with your battle hacks. Open your eyes, see where you get really excited, and just swing.
It was still like those little
sliding
like,
off
blurry,
its
fuzzy
scales.
things in my eyes. Like, it got in the way. But now my vision's
You make
cleared
this-
up for my second attack.
Take this for a sec. And you come down hard, actually cutting one of its legs off. It stoops down for a second before lifting itself back up, taking a hefty amount of damage.
I will superiority die for a menacing strike to deal 7 more damage, and it needs to succeed on a 14 AC Wisdom check, or be feared or horrified.
It rolled a natural 20, so it is not frightened, but it does. As you come in, you dig even deeper with the axe, completely severing this leg and driving even further into the body. And this one is too also starting to look pretty rough. Roll Constitution.
I have really good constitution. Weird.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. Their turn now, being enraged by their prey making a fight back. They're going to just continue. Actually, the one fighting you, Lariak, is going to make its way back where it came from.
So I get an attack of opportunity.
Yes. So make an attack of opportunity.
Do I get to do my multi-attack since it's an action?
It's just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the bite or the claw, whichever you want.
Claw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nat
Roll
20.
double the amount of dice,
but not the modifier.
then add the modifier.
I think that thing just died.
Yeah. So it starts to turn away, and you just rip under its underbelly, getting a hold, and just rip out its innards and its guts, going all through the scales, and that one dies as it tried to escape from you. The other one, after trying, this menacing gnome trying to attack it, is just going to keep trying to finish off this little guy.
Hit me, bitch.
Hit me, baby, one more
I
time.
assume a nat 20 hits.
I drop my weapons and I go, hit me! And it does.
For rolling low on its crit, 12 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage, so 19 total.
That's nothing. Only half my health.
You hear a couple behind you. You just finished this other thing off, and you can't see jack shit.
Was that a multi-attack or was that just one?
I would like to move towards the scuffle since I can't see anything.
It was a crit. Yeah. So
How do I have to?
I mean, you can make your way towards the noise. I think what's your movement as a bear?
40, I believe.
A bear just comes
40.
barreling out of the fog. Like, that's gotta be cool.
You mean barreling?
So I'm gonna go right here. 40.
All right. Are you looking at this creature?
Yes.
Roll Constitution saving throw with the bear's Constitution.
+3.
That's probably honestly better than his constitution.
It's the exact same.
Ooh, critical failure.
As you come bounding out of this, you get basically right there, turn and look, and your body starts to tense up in this bear form, but you can still attack.
Okay, I would like to multi-attack.
All right, roll the first one with disadvantage because you are restrained.
Well, that one
So
missed.
the first one, again, this thing. It's a lithe, hardy creature. Roll your claw attack. Again, not being able to fully find purchase with your claw, just scraping across the scales. So, Piavac. You can now turn around and see a dead basilisk, and through the edge of the fog, you can make out the form of a brown bear and Plyn fighting against the last basilisk.
I'm gonna head over to the dead basilisk and do, I guess, a medicine check to see if I can figure out what an antidote would be, or if is that a nature check.
We'll do nature.
All right.
Or medicine, whichever you're better at. I think they both work. I think they're both intelligence, though.
18.
So there are a few basilisks up where you're from, and with this thing's guts ripped open, you remember that the petrification can be fixed with an antidote of some of the stomach bile and a few other parts of the body, if prepared well. Otherwise, some more powerful magic can also restore the stone to a person.
All right, I'm gonna try to work on the antidote.
All right, so you're going to start just kind of collecting some of the fluids into some small vials you have, and we'll check on that later. Roswell's up, he's stoned. Flynn! Sorry.
Roswell's stone.
This is your own fault.
I'm cool with it, man. It's very fitting for my dumbass character.
I want to throw down my my shield and come in with both hands on the battle axe.
Averting your eyes or not?
No.
All right. Roll Constitution first. You two begin to feel yourself slow down. Make your attacks with disadvantage.
I hope we all just get frozen and that's the end of the campaign.
Okay, so the 10 would be that one.
So you
So
come down with the first attack.
10 misses. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And second attack.
What? That was
The 20.
17.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Okay, add 2 to that damage because that's considering a one-handed strike, not a two.
Yeah. So that you two come down, finding that same spot again, just furiously trying to keep hitting that spot in the back where you've severed, and you hear a crunch as some of the bones begin to break.
Is it dead?
Not quite. It's still struggling to stand,
I
but
will
it is
use
very
action
very
surge to hit it one more time.
roll.
Hit it, baby, one more time.
17 for 11 damage.
Yes. So you come down one more time, cutting all the way down through its spinal cord and killing me. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Nick's mom.
Hi, Mom!
Hi
guys.
Hold on, I have to give her a hug.
Hey, you give your mom a hug.
I wish I could give my mom a hug.
I got stuff in the afternoon.
I wish I had a mom.
Love you.
Good night.
You're both terrible people.
Bye, guys.
Hi, Mom.
Bye!
Bye.
Alright, so
Luke made it sound like he couldn't ever give his mom a hug because she died. And then
So-
Carlos says, I wish I had a mom. Terrible people.
Oh, no, she's just hours away by plane.
So, we killed the
that does suck.
basilisks, and now we should take a break.
yes, break time.